Hey guys, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about being yourself and how important that is to make sure you're being you and no one else can tell you otherwise. No matter what your flaws are, no matter who anyone tells you that you should be, that you don't want to be, don't try to be someone different. Don't try to do anything different for anybody. Just treat everybody the way you want to be treated by treating them with respect. And if you treat them with respect, people are going to treat you with respect. And if they don't, then try to get rid of those people from your lives by avoiding them the best way possible. Certain people are not meant to be in your life, and that's something that I think is also really important for me to tell everyone out there. I don't think people really understand that. Some people are meant to be in your life only for a little bit of time, and then once they're gone, they're gone. And sometimes that's the way it needs to be, for different reasons. It may not make sense at the time, but it also may not be what you want to hear, but that may be quite possibly the honest truth about the matter. If you have any flaws or imperfections that you don't like, think about really why you don't like it. Is it because it's something that you don't like physically about yourself, or is it something that is personality wise that you need to work on? Because if it's something personality wise, go ahead, work on it, but don't make yourself too uncomfortable in the process. If it's something physical, you really need to think about that before you make any choices in your life to change your physical appearance, especially if it's something permanent. I mean, if you have a mole or something, try to let that mole be part of who you are if it's on your face. And maybe you may not like it, you may think it looks stupid, or you may feel like it makes you feel unattractive, but honestly, if that mole is who you are, let it be. Let that mole be part of you. But I mean, if it's something that you need to get checked out for health reasons, by all means, please get any physical or any kind of issues dealt with by professionals if that needs to be the case. But if it's something else like that, just try to still be yourself. Make sure that's part of your identity. For example, I have a lazy eye. I understand I do, and people point that out to me, and sometimes I don't like that. But at the same time, I have come to the point in my life where I realize that it's just going to be part of who I am. Yeah, I can get surgery for it, but I really don't want to get surgery for it. I've done things in the past to really try to hide my lazy eye, but as I've gotten older, I've just learned to accept it. I'm not saying that's something that's going to happen to everybody, nor am I saying that's something that needs to happen. I just think it's really beneficial if you do become accepting of your own flaws or anything that you feel that makes you feel a little bit less attractive than the person next to you. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be someone that loves you for you, and you may not realize it because you're too busy shutting everybody off because you think you have things that you need to work on, when in actuality you may be right where you need to be. But just make sure you look out for those people. I'm not saying for anybody, men or women, to look for lovers. I've never recommended that to people. I always tell people to just work on themselves. But at the same time, if there is a potential person that's interested in you, don't shut them off just because of that. Keep them around, get to know them. Maybe it's something that's meant to happen between you two, and maybe it's not. That's just it. Don't know what this video is really about. But I just felt like giving a little bit of random advice about random things that have been happening, not just in my lives, but in other people's lives that I've seen on the internet, and stuff that I know people need to work on. Go ahead, understand that it's okay to have those emotions that you're having. And that's the number one thing that everyone needs to understand, that your emotions are not to be rationalized, because emotions are not rational at all 90% of the time if you really think about it. But that's all I really want to say, guys. So peace, love, dicks and pancakes. See you guys next time.